Cheers everybody, good morning. Happy stream day and happy Easter to everyone who celebrates Easter. Just passed or might still be going for some of you. No, I think we're past Easter now. But happy Easter, yay. Lots of Easter eggs. So I'm going to do something new today. Fingers crossed I don't get any backlash. And we'll just wait and see if anyone works out what it is. Wet and windy UK. Oh, it's been torrential weather here again. Yesterday we had massive floodings the last couple of days in Melbourne, like whole areas of Melbourne, just emergency services called. You know, houses flooding away. Not really. So how is everyone doing? Yes, we have some background music. We'll see how it goes. It's royalty free. Was it DMCA, DCMA, whatever it is, safe apparently. We'll see how much it annoys everyone. It's just ambient. Just ambient. There's no vocals, just instrumental, nothing fast paced. It might put me to sleep. That'd be good actually. April started nicely, snowstorm, all buses cancelled, so it must be, but I don't know what based outside is, but yep, good. I'm glad everyone's April starting off well. Did everyone have an awesome April 1st? Lots of funny videos on YouTube. Some of them I wish they were true. I wish they were real. Is it hard to focus on my voice? Is the music too loud? I can turn it down. It's hard for me to judge if it's too loud or not because I can't hear it like you hear it. A touch loud. Okay. How's that? I mean, I want to be able to hear it though while I'm working. That's part of it. Part of it is for your entertainment. And part of it is so I don't spend the whole stream in silence here, apart from my own voice. I can't even hear it now. So, oh, might be at the end of a song. Okay, we'll see how it goes. Yeah. I can't hear anything now. Little bit. It's because a lot of it's quite quiet music because it's just ambient instrumental. So like I can't even hear it now. My printer's going, and all I can hear is my printer. Can you hear the printer? Or is my microphone noise cancelling that out? Wow, this robot is proving problematic. Is that no? You can't hear the printer? Okay, I can only hear the printer. I can't hear the music. The printer's got an hour and a half to go. I had a failed print overnight, and when I say a failed print, the print failed to even start. So 5 minutes into the print going, it's my own fault. I should have checked it when I got home. It hadn't even, all it done is level the bed and everything else, and it was ready to start printing, and then it said filament jam, and it wasn't a filament jam. So really frustrated. So what I needed for today's stream, which was in the printer, or was going to print last night, didn't print. That sucks. Did the robot try to kill all humans? Yes. Kill all humans. It's a bamboo X1 carbon. I had the same thing happen a couple of days ago where it said there was a filament problem, and I think the filament just broke inside the head. Yeah. It was probably some filament that I hadn't dried, that I probably should have put it through a drying process first, but I didn't, because I needed to print something with that particular colour, and it probably just broke off inside. But the one today didn't, because I started the print. I started one piece. There were 5 pieces I need to print for the stream. 4 of them were supposed to print last night, and I was going to do one this morning, a quick one this morning. But of course the 4 failed, and then the quick one I'm not doing. I'm doing a longer one. Might be enough. Anyway, lots to tell you about the status of where we're at, and I spent probably 3 days after the stream last week trying to work out what the problem was with this gearbox, and I still haven't nailed the problem. Well, these prints were supposed to tell me if I'd nailed the problem or not. And it's quite a complex problem, because it's a complex thing. Cycloidal drives are a complex design thing. So yeah, I can control the printer over the internet. I mean, if it fails, I can't do anything about it. I can tell it to restart, but whatever caused it to fail, I need to manually come and do something. If I need to touch it, that doesn't help, right? And I can monitor it via the internet. I can even watch it, stream it, the camera on it via the internet. I just didn't. I went home, forgot, got caught up, with doing stuff with Yaz, and had dinner and watched some Survivor, and went to bed. Didn't even think about checking the print, and there you go. Paying for it today. Sorry, I need my coffee. Okay, so let's start off with. Already been going for almost 8 minutes. Do you have a cam? Watch it from home. Yeah, it's built into the machine and built into their software. I can remote watch it from my phone or from my Mac, or I can remote desktop into here to see it. I've had a couple of fails with the printer, some weird things it's done. I've had to replace a couple of parts on it, but overall it's a fantastic printer. Like, it's the amount of stuff I've printed and the quality, it's really, really good. But, typical Sion's luck, prints perfectly fine for days, and then the night I need some stuff for a stream, it decides not to print. It knew. Okay, let's say hi to folks in chat, because I haven't done that yet. Miss England, hello. Antonio, hello. Yumbo Prime. The moo time is the most important part of the day. I agree. Who's Andrew Huberman? I don't know who Andrew Huberman is, regardless of what he says. Okay. Mako, hello. No, I said hi to Mr. England already. Wow, doing well. Wagon loads. Hi, we were just discussing Mars. Apparently Mars is not a good place to live. Oh well, who knew? Shipu, hi. Dutch Taurus, hello. Graham Noobs. Hey Graham. Brayden, how you doing? Michael, good morning. Loki, good morning. Hababora, good morning. No, Habab. I can't pronounce that ever. Every time I'm going to get it wrong. Sid, hi. Mark Zimmerman, hello. It jumped. I'm going to go backwards now. Illuminator, hi. David, I ordered one of these last week. It has a camera, but does it have lights for when you leave it on at night? There is one light inside, and you can kind of see. You can see it printing. You can. But there's a mod that Matt, Pro Engineer, who probably isn't in chat right now, there's a mod he's going to do on his, and I might do the same thing after he's done it. It actually adds an extra row of lights along the top. It lifts the lid a little bit higher. It's not to be able to watch it. It's to be able to get better stringing detection when you're printing in black. That's the biggest issue, is the lighting in there is not enough to detect spaghetti if you're printing black filament, right? Black filament on a black plate. So the plan is to add more light for that, and that'll also just help with the camera, I guess. Keep going backwards. So David, hello. Johnny, hi. Alan, Madsen, hi. Peter, Homan, hello Peter. I've got some stuff here I need to return to you. I'm still waiting for my belts to turn up though. X Micron, hi. SDG Electronics, hello. I got my 240D soldering station. It's more solid and better built than I expected. I thought it would feel very plasticky, but it was quite good, and it heats up really fast. I don't believe how fast it heats up. Like, I gotta say, like you pick up the handle and it's like within temperature within 3 seconds, and I don't believe that. Not even the JBC gets there at 3 seconds. Anyway, but it's pretty cool. So thanks for the recommendation on your YouTube channel. I think I've got everyone in chat. I don't know. No Photochromax. Hello. It's and it feels nice. Like I have to say, although the 115 handle that I got the 115 in the 210. Yeah. The 115, it doesn't fit in the normal holder, and hanging it's a bit flimsy. Like it's the hanging stuff isn't as nice as the. I'm just looking at my JVC. The JVC hanging one is a lot more rigid, and I feel like both the hanging and the insert on the whatever you call the thing on the whatever it's called that you plug it into, I feel like they feel like the iron's going to fall back out again as soon as I let go of it. I feel like I have to like put it there, hold it. Yeah, it's not it's the soldering iron. You got the soldering station, and then you've got the separate thing that the handles go in. Whatever it's called. Hey Arctos, you're not late to class. You're just on time. Good timing. Anyway, I feel like I've got to put it in, hold it, and wait, and let go of it, and see if it's going to fall out. I'm scared it's going to fall out and land on the table and set my table on fire. Yeah, it's fully enclosed. The cradle, that's the one. Thank you. Thanks, Steve. The cradle, yeah, it just feels loose, flimsy. I might have to see if I can find some way of making it hold a bit nicer. Okay, English is so hard, especially for, anyway, we won't even get into that. So, firstly, I'm not doing a mega stream today. I wasn't planning on doing a 7-hour stream last week. I'm definitely not planning on doing a mega stream this week. Call it a wishes list. Yeah, I can't even say that. Yeah, forget it. Not happening. I embarrassed myself enough on stream. I'm not going to do it again. Trying to pronounce polish. No, not happening. So, I need to update you, Arctos, and everyone, but Arctos, I guess, specifically about the status with the Gearbox. Because there was some stuff I was supposed to be doing and getting back to the Arctos Discord server, back to Arctos and Boris with some measurements and stuff, but got a bit sidetracked with some production I had to run, and also some lack of ability to get some replacement parts that I needed to, yeah. So, where do I start? Right now I have a robot that is further behind than what it was last week. It was further ahead than last week, but introduced a problem that if I don't solve the problem and I keep building the robot, which I could do, then there's going to be a deficiency in the Z-axis forever that I won't be able to solve later once everything else is together. So I need to solve it now, or it makes the Z-axis not usable. Well, usable, but it'll have 0 precision, and so that's a bit of a problem. So I guess the best thing to do is just let's jump into the Gearbox and have a look. Okay, so now this will be the interesting bit where my microphone is that way, so I'm talking this way, and now my voice is going to drop in volume, and now the music might be too loud for you, so let me know if that's the case. So, before I jump into that, I wanted to quickly put a recommendation for Arctos. So this M5 rod that goes through the center of the gearbox, right, that gets a nut on each end, well, here we go, a nut on each end, and which isn't quite long enough. I had problems getting, do you remember last week, this handle on the end and then getting the nuts and stuff on? Well, oops, I just threw screws all over the floor. Turns out you can get M5 bolts that are 100 in length. And they're 100 not including the cap. Okay, I need to work out where my camera is. This is getting a bit annoying. I might move my, no, okay. You can get them that are 100 in length. And then you don't have the problem of getting the nut on because you've got that extra bit of length. So I highly recommend you, on the bomb, you change to this. It is 1,000 times easier to work with. You don't even have to change the design. It can be the nut thing at the end. This just, it fits just really nicely. Right, goes into end bit, and yeah, much easier to work with. Anyway, so thanks Wagon Loads. Hey Reed. Okay, cool. I'm glad. Just learn how to pronounce pierogi, even very easy if you ever go to Poland. Pierogi, okay. Yeah. I can't even pronounce my own name sometimes. Anyway, but unfortunately, I've been hunting everywhere and I can't get M4 100s for the 5 pins that hold the gearbox. Well, I can get them from overseas, but I can't get them locally. That would also be a game changer. So the M4 100s as well, because trying to get the nuts on the end half on, so I've got enough on the other end to grip them, is quite problematic. Or I think anyway, we'll get to that. So, last week I had this gearbox assembled on the robot, but it was wonky. It was on a slight, when it was rotating, you could see that it was tilting a bit, right? So I had to solve that, and that ended up being 2 things. I pulled it all apart after the stream, much to my dismay, because it had been a 7-hour stream, and it turns out that there were 2 problems. And one of them was a simple one, and it was me, but the other one was, I'm chalking some of this stuff up to just printer tolerances. So there was inside one of these gearbox, I need to pull this apart and I will in a moment, but I want to keep it together to show something first. In one of the discs, in one of the it was in one of the discs, oh my god, let's try again. In one of these sides, the covers, there was a little bit of support that I hadn't cleaned out on one corner, on one side, which was pushing, it was tilting it. So as it was spinning, everything was tilted around that little bit of plastic that was sticking up, right? And yes, we have music today, inspired by you, although I much prefer your music, I think. But I'm trying to find music that I can play in the background that's endless, that non-intrusive, is actually quite hard. Anyway, so I got rid of that little bit, and that fixed that forced angle thing, yay. But what it showed me was that I had a problem. I'm not sure if you can see this. Okay, this is gonna be difficult. I'm gonna have to focus and then wait for it to unfocus. Like, there are a lot of websites that say, hey, free music for your streams for blah, 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 blah. And then by the time you get into the website and their terms and conditions and their stuff is all dodgy as. So now, I'm not sure if you can see inside. You should be able to. you see that I can tilt like this, right? So that is because right now that this center axis, I can just rotate this. If I put this in here, right, that's just that, okay? You see this moving? But what I realized after fixing that thing when I pulled it apart was that the bearings inside each disc wasn't being held properly. The actual bearing could move inside, which means each disc individually could do this. And that was a problem. So in my process of having it all apart and whatever, I ended up printing some new covers, the bearing covers. I need to see if I can fix the how bright this is. Just bear with me a second. Oh, I can't see. Okay, let's see if that works a bit better. But now it's making my hands too white. So this section here that holds the bearing in place wasn't pushing down enough. It's just a tolerance thing. This cap wasn't sitting properly on the disc. And so the bearing was loose inside, like it could rattle. You could shake it like this and it would rattle. So I designed some new caps, put them on, and that fixed the bearings and they were locked in place. So I thought, yay, I've solved it. So I put it all back together, got it back on the robot, and ended up with perfect movement on the robot on that axis, except there was a problem that I discovered. Let me see if I can go find I've got videos of it. Let me see if I can show you a video of the problem. And this is the problem that I have to solve. And if I can't solve this, then I don't know what I'm going to be able to... Dropbox. Okay, I'm going to... I'm going to mute this.
I rebuilt everything.
Okay, I need to change screens. I could have left this on. I wanted to take it off so I could show you. So, okay.
Well,
I'm just going to mute it. So if you watch this. This is when I had it back together. I'm explaining what I'd done. This is after I'd fixed. So you see the discs, they don't move. They don't, like I'm showing that they don't move in place. But the problem is, look at this. You see that rotation? I can rotate that pulley about 45 degrees before the gear catches on. Once it catches, it moves fine, but there's that 45 degree each direction, which means that there's no precision in the gearbox. And here's a version of it. Hang on. Okay, this is showing that I can see the angle, see the bearings? The bearings were loose and it let me, like the disc would wobble sideways, which they shouldn't do, right? So anyway, I need to solve that 45 degree rotation. And what the rotation is, we think, or we know why, we know what it is, but not 100% why. Hang on, I've lost my, oh my god. Okay, so the pins that are holding the gearbox, these things, right, that hold each gear, that the gears rotate around, they are loose. My ones seem to be undersized. Can't you redesign the robot so you don't have to take the whole thing apart? No, I can't redesign the robot because I didn't design the robot, Wagon Loads, and I'm not redesigning the robot to try to solve this problem. I didn't design the cycloidal gearbox. I don't know how to design a cycloidal gearbox, and they're extremely complex. And there are plenty of people that have built the robot that haven't had this problem. But there are some other people that have had the problem. And taking away 3D printer tolerances and stuff like that, it turns out that my rods, if you listen to this, okay, I'm holding the gears, the disc, so they don't move. Okay, that rattle. Hey Dave, and anyone else I haven't said hi to. Hey Ian. Who else? And Quindor, hello. That rattle is because these rods are loose inside the holes. And because they're loose, they're not holding those gears tight. And the reason I know they're not holding them tight is because when the gearbox is aligned, unfortunately this is no longer aligned because I was mucking around with it, but when you put the 5 bolts in that hold the gearbox in place, right? So if I put that one here, by the time you get to the 5th one, so if I put that one in there, this might not even be in the right position, that one in there, all these discs are offset from each other. That's how a cycloidal gearbox works. By the time I get the 5th one in, this should be a lot of friction and tension to get in, but it's not. And Arctos, this is what I was trying to explain to you the other day. There should be, these rods, M4 rods, should be at least 1, if not 2 of them around the whole thing. There's 24 of them. Should be holding each disc in place. So that when you look down on, so I just want to show you here, when you look down on the gearbox, oops, let me turn those off. So these are the gears, right? When you look down, you see how each one's offset from each other, right? And each cycloidal disc is offset. I mean, these should be all kind of lined up. Actually, no, they shouldn't be, whatever. Hey, Pratik, so when you put each rod in, this circle here is a diminished circle, right? You look at the 3 bearings and they're all offset from each other, shrinking that hole down. And when you put a rod in here, like that circle here should be an M4 circle. And when you put each one in, there should be friction getting the last one in. And that then locks, that's what the gears rotate around, right? Because these rods are loose, the gears can move, the discs can move. And because they can move, it's really easy to get the rods through. So the people I was chatting with on the Discord server all agree that the loose rods should definitely be causing that slop, that backlash, but not as much backlash as I'm seeing. But the fact is, these are way too easy to get in. They should not be this easy to get in. Have you tuned your printer for dimensional accuracy? Yes, I have. So it's not a dimensional accuracy issue. So when these rods are supposed to be an M4, when I measured them, I'm going to pull it apart anyway, but it was 3.82 millimeters. So that 3.82 millimeters, that 0.18 millimeters is enough that they rattle and it's not holding it together. So if I can't get rid of that 45-degree backlash, that slop, then is the gear in the wrong way around? No. And there's 3 discs. No, they're not in the wrong way. No, it's no waggle. No. you need to go do watch some videos about how cycloidal drives work. No, nothing can be welded or whatever. It's not about, the issue is not holding them still. The issue is that holding those rods still isn't the problem. So what I've done is several things. So the first thing I did was I printed this holder to hold. The first thing I thought was that one of the gears was rotating and it was off center, and that's why it was doing it. And I printed this thing that you could insert to hold them in place. So now those discs can't go out of order, because they need to be in a very specific position when you put it all together. But the fact that I can get that in and out so easily should have rung alarm bells for me that was the problem. How did it work for those other people? So the first thing is my rods are undersized. They're supposed to be M4. They're supposed to be, like, other people were showing me caliper measurements, and they were seeing 3.97 millimeters. I'm seeing 3.81, 3.82 millimeters. So they're not getting any rattling in theirs. And it can't be a bad print just on these gearboxes, because then everything would be out of tolerance, right? Holes are 4.3, supposed to have 4mm pins, but the pins came at 3mm, making them rattle. Right, so what I'm doing right now, there were two things. I was printing 3 new discs. Oops. I was printing 3 new discs, because what I did, another thing I did, I know that you were doing this as well, Arctos, but I did it here as well. There's alignment. I made an alignment hole, as you can see here, and I made the alignment hole big enough to fit a bit of filament through. I had to actually move its position because it was, yeah, anyway. And so I want to reprint these discs with that alignment hole so I can pin the alignment. And the other thing I did, and they obviously go through the outside as well, see here, so I can lock those in place. But the other thing I did was shrunk these holes down. So they were 4.3 and now they're 4.2. I took off 0.1 millimeter. I didn't want to take off any more than that this first time. I don't want them so you can't get them in at all, or I can't ever get them out again. So the problem in doing this is that I'm not, so the disc face, sorry, the pin face that's supposed to be holding the disc, by me shrinking the hole this way, by its center, I might hold the pin might have less movement this way, but I'm also moving it away from its hold position, right? So what I'd really be wanting to do, and this is problematic to do, right? At this point here on the circle, I'd want to shrink every hole down, so not by its center, but by the point on this arc, right? But that would have taken me forever to try to work out. So I can't, so just shrinking the holes down is going to not remove the problem, but it should reduce the problem. Can you put it to bed by buying new bolts and ensuring they're the right size? Right, I've ordered some M4. So I tried finding stainless steel M4 rods, right? And it can't be threaded rod, it's got to be plain rod. And again, have to get something shipped over. Couldn't find anything locally, right? So the issue was, I had to find something by this stream to try to solve it that way, or to at least show that that's the problem. But it can't be threaded, it's got to be non-threaded. So I tried solving it and I couldn't in time. The seller overseas that I got my stuff from has offered to replace them, kind of, but it's 4 weeks to get them. Diffusion the isometric view. Well, yeah, I'm looking top down though right now, so that's pretty much isometric view. That's not perspective right now because you can see right through the hole. Best company you've come across? What? Who's the best company? So that's the thing. By reducing them, I'm not removing the problem because I'm pulling the pins away from where they're supposed to be holding. But I'm also making them move less, so if they were being pushed to the outside of the circle, that outside is now slightly closer. So I should see an improvement. Because of the failed print last night, I don't have all this ready, but what I am printing right now to try it is just is one side of this. It's the side that the pins go into with the slightly reduced holes, right? So hopefully, once this print's finished, which it's still got a while to go, it's still got an hour and 7 minutes to go. Even though the bottom part will still be the slightly bigger holes, there is hopefully enough length in these ones, these holes,
Chad has disconnected,
to hold it tighter. Holes are arranged on the fixed circle. Clicking on the hole and hitting Q on the keyboard will give the prompt to change the size of the hole. That's what I did. I did a push-pull on them. Are you sure? Let's try that. And why is that 0.35 now? Q. Interesting. I don't know why that number's being inserted. So it doesn't look like it is, because it's not... You see that? It's... If it was fixed... You're talking about the center being fixed, because look, if it was fixed at the right position, then the curve should stay here and the circle should be growing out this way. See that? That's opening and closing from the center. So the fixed circle does that make sense? I guess the fixed circle that it's on, maybe if I could... Well, I'm not in your file now. I exported these and put them in my own because I was having a lot of trouble working with the whole file as one. Right, because they're fixed in the center though, by shrinking them down, I'm pulling them away from their contact point on the gear. So if I shrink it down 0.1, I'm 0.05 further away from that gear than what I was if it was pushed against it. What I'd want to do is shrink it down 0.1 and shift it over 0.5. Shift it towards the center of the main circle, 0.5, but that's quite difficult to do. So this one, as I said, this won't solve it, but this should hopefully improve it. So I need to pull this apart. Oops, let's change views. I need to drink my coffee actually. I need to pull this apart. I also, in pulling it apart last time, look at this. So, don't quite understand what happened, but this got stuck in one of the black pieces. This is a new version, new print of this, because it got stuck and I had to literally break the part in half before it becomes iced coffee. Yes. Okay, so we're going to pull this apart.
Mako says how long for the print to finish, Cian?
About an hour. Unfortunately. I started as soon as I got in this morning. I actually came in early. I got here at 5:15 to start the print, but what material? This is just PLA. Whoa. Whoops. Oh. Way to go. I just threaded this. Oh no. Oh, bloody hell. That's not good. Well, I can get it out. Hopefully get it out manually, and if not, I'm in trouble. Are the holes centered on a circle that you could change? Well, they're currently not, no. Or if they are, pin's diameter, they're trying to shrink their position by 0.2. Yeah, look, it's not the best solution, Arctos, but it's. I need to see if there's any improvement, right? Because the point is, if I can't hold the disc in place properly, this gearbox won't work. Oh no, this is a pain. To replace this. So these have been removed, inserted, removed, inserted. Oh my god, so many times. That is really hurting my hand. I'm trying to think, what have I got? I need a little one of that monkey wrench. That would be perfect. Maybe I'll just get the monkey. This is like hurting. Ow. You gotta remember, I didn't design the robot. Arctos did. He's got all the stuff in Fusion, which is great, but he knows his project back to front, and I don't. I'm sitting there clicking away, trying to find sketches for this part and assemblies for this part and whatever. It was easier for me to export the parts out into my own stuff and then work on them there, because firstly I didn't want to alter what was in the main Fusion file. Hang on. Okay, got it. I need to replace that one. I've got spares of that? I do. Good. That's going in the bin. Okay. So, I mean, like, this shouldn't happen. You ready? Watch this. That's how loose they are. It's not just a rattle, right? Like, they just fall out. Like, so, which means that they just can't hold the disc in place. And not all of them fall out, but clearly there's a tolerance issue going on. Where are my calipers? Better put my calipers. They might be downstairs. It's annoying. Okay, I can go get him in a minute. Let's just keep getting this apart. Okay, so I'm going to take this side out. Come to Uncle Sion. Come to your master. Firstly, my calipers are crap. They keep turning off. Like, I've replaced the battery several times. I need to get a new pair. I need to get a couple of pairs. One for downstairs, one for upstairs. Wow, these are really long screws. Metal one. No, I've got a metal one. Like, it was $120 or something, which is not expensive for a pair of calipers, but it wasn't a $29 pair. What tolerance are your printers? I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. But like, I design and print a lot of stuff, and I've never had to do anything silly with my tolerances what I'm designing to have them work. So leaving them in my pocket. No, if I leave them in my pocket, they just end up in the wash. Okay, so yeah. So you see how this gear is against this pin, right? But if the pin can move, then it can break away, and that's what's happening. Oop. So that's the gearbox. Oh, so they're the discs. So as you can see, I've got no... The bearings inside now are good. These new caps have locked them in place. But the other thing I need to check is how big these bearings are, because maybe these bearings, the inner of the bearings are wrong, and that could be why it's oversized. I'm going to have to go find my calipers. Okay, one moment. Here they are. Okay. Turn on. Turn on. Okay. Okay, the inner of these bearings are 6.08. What should they be? 6.06. The gears are not all the same, no. They should be 6mm? Okay. That's assuming my calipers are okay. 3.86 on this pin. Mm. 3.82 on that pin. Oops. So you can see these pins are not, they're undersized. They're supposed to be 4 or whatever. 3.83. So I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but they're not supposed to rattle. So the other thing I want to do, I was going to, as I said, I was going to reprint these discs, but I didn't get the opportunity to do it. But what I can do is there's a mark here on each one for where the hole, that little hole was. I might drill the hole out. .3.82 is a lot under. Yeah, well, you know, 3.92 would be better. 3.98, whatever, yeah. But to find do sanity check, I need 24 of them. 24 or 26? So no, I don't. there's no sanity check I can do. It's got to fit into the gearbox, and the whole gearbox has to be assembled onto the robot to try it. So 25, thank you. No, the 608 and the 383 are two different things. The 383 is the outer rods that touch the outside of the disc. The 608 is the center of these bearings that are what these rods go in. So if I line up these bearings, just to show you, okay, you see how they're all, these holes line up, right? All the way through. So I could get an M6 bolt right through there right now, right? They shouldn't line up like that. So for that one to line up like that, now where's my M5? If I put my M5 in here, because it's a bigger one, yeah? I shouldn't be able to get, so that's still rotating too much, right? Do I have an M6? Oh, I know what I can use. Hang on. No, that doesn't fit. I just want something to hold it still. Not really. Okay. So when that is there, I shouldn't be able to get this through because these holes won't align.
Alan Madsen says try to measure a hole in your 3D print and see what it should be on the drawing.
I don't know if I can accurately measure. .13, and it's supposed to be 4.2. Well, depends how I hold it. It's PLA, right? I mean, I could. The harder I push, the more it's going to push into it. That's pretty good, tolerance-wise. Like, I don't think... Yeah, I don't think that's the problem.
Alan Madsen says then you need to calibrate your printer.
No, it's not a printer thing. That was right. That's... It's supposed to be 4 point... Anyway. Yeah, 4.15 is better than 4.2, and I've just reduced it, so that should go down a bit more. The 4.3 that's there right now is already designed to allow for shrinkage for the hole, right? Like if I'm doing, I know on my printer, if I'm doing an M5 hole, it needs to be 5.28. Right, to get a tight M5 or...
Pratik says let's wait for the 24 4mm rods.
That could be 3 weeks, Pratik, so no, let's not wait for that. Let's not. In the meantime, I can do this instead. I can wait for this. And get some 4mm aluminium tubing at the local... No. I can't get 4mm anything. And it's got to be something that I can cut as well. But anyway, no. It's 4mm seems to... Unless it's threaded rod, 4mm seems to be a problem. It's frustrating. Anyway. Can't remember what I was just saying. Or what I was just doing.
Arctos Robotics says could you open the link I sent so we can see what we are referring to?
The link? When did you send a link? Did I miss something? Where did you send a link? Sorry. I'm looking back. I can't see a link. Unless it was ages ago. Scrolling. No, I can't see anything. Can you send it again? Yeah, so that's the thing. These rods will contribute to the problem, but it's not the cause of that full amount of slop. I can't see any link. Arctos, sorry. But I want to see it improve it, right? That's the whole point. "27 messages ago." No, I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Right. Wow, there's something wrong with my... This is weird. Thank you. My chat window is gone really funny. Okay. So... No, you can't send a link, David. You need to be a moderator to send a link. And you're not a moderator. Well, hang on. I changed DP. Yeah, so hang on, can I get that bigger? Everyone. So, I changed DP, the diameter of these holes, to make them smaller, which will theoretically pull it away from the edge of the gear, right? But it should also center it where before it could have pushed away as the gear went past. The circle, the center circle that's on, is that D? I didn't change D, no. I don't have access to D. That's the problem. So I would have to remake that part, like remake a whole sketch.
Arctos Robotics says you changed the D as well.
No, I didn't change D. I didn't change. How did I change D? I didn't change D. I just changed DP. I've no ability to change D. There is no D. I don't have the sketches. I've just got the parts. They were exported as STLs. I couldn't find the sketches that every time I tried to modify a sketch for these things, it was breaking. So maybe it's something to do with the way it's imported. Let me load it up. But yeah, I had a lot of trouble finding all the stuff I was supposed to be. I deleted the 10K sketches. Right, so that's the problem. Like, there was nothing parametric in it that I could change. No, I don't think. No, heat shrink tubing is not going to help. Firstly, that'll wear away, but it's also, the solution isn't to make those bolts bigger. There's something else going on that we need to solve. Look at this. It's not even loading. Well, I couldn't get sleeves thin enough that won't destroy themselves, and then I can't get them through the outside. Anyway, again, like making, yeah. The question is why. Is it like the reason that the bolts, the M4 bolts, are not holding it still, is because the outside is not holding the disc still. Right, is what I'm saying. That was what I said, Arctos. It may introduce more, or it may introduce, there we go, less.
Arctos Robotics says that's right.
Or it might be the same, because I'm just tightening the bolt. But what it should do is allow the pins to not push for. It should allow the discs to not push the pin further away to get past it. but it might still also get past it because it's not as close. But I don't have a choice, right? So is this how the list is supposed to... Okay. I'm not even going to go into the whole Logitech mouse macOS problem. Bought my own birthday present the other day. Commodore 64C, so I don't have all the... Happy birthday, Alan. Congratulations. Are these are all over the place, these parts. Are they supposed to be all over the place like this? Finding stuff in Fusion is a problem.
Geek says greetings, mortals.
Hey, Quixotic. Hey, Pro Engineer. Talking about you before. Well, the question is, why do they need
Arctos Robot
redesigning?
says use selection sets.
Do you have selection sets? Where are your selection sets? Well, there's 45 degrees of backlash. Alberto, hi by the way, which is unusable.
Arctos Robotics says on top of the design tree. Scroll up.
Oh wow. Okay. Interesting. I've never used selection sets, so. Are they not grouped by... Oh, where's... Well, I guess I need to turn everything else back on. Hang on. I had that isolated. 1 second. Z Gearbox. Like, you've got a Z Gearbox section, right? Which is cool, but not everything in the Z Gearbox is in there. And then you've got things outside that are in... Anyway. It's unisolate. This might take a while. Oh, here we go. So how do I just show the whole Z Gearbox? Gears? No. Yeah, I don't know what to select. Just do the... How do I even select? Oh, select. Yeah, no. Girders, dowel pin.
Geek says, has the robot uprising not happened yet?
No, not yet. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be grabbing here. Anyway, the problem is that anyway, what I'm going to do while I'm waiting for this print, it's almost finished. I'm going to drill little holes in these things.
Arctos Robotics says you did right. First icon next to the selection and right click to isolate.
Right, but on which one? Anyway, okay. I want to drill these. I need a little drill bit, 1.8 millimeter drill bit. I'm not sure I've got. I want to see if I can, I've also numbered these, so I can always get them back together in order. I was hoping to have these new discs printed, but that's not going to happen now. Not for today. So I still will print them, but for now I can just hack these ones. How long am I going for? An hour. Okay, so there is, as I said, there's a might need to look under the microscope to work out where these are. Okay, you can see that one. It's hard for me to get this under the camera. It's a very small drill bit and I don't want to snap it.
Deep says alert, this is a drill. Repeat, this is a drill.
I don't need them out of metal. It's not a gear issue.
Aaron Knox says this music has a slight Hans Zimmer vibe.
Huh? Does it? Okay. Yeah, so that's not going to be a big enough hole to fit anything in it though. I don't think so. To hold it still. Oh, maybe. Don't know how straight it is. I can almost get this Allen key in it. Maybe I've got a thinner Allen key. I hope that hole's straight. That's one. Where's this one? Okay, it's there. Melting plastic at the moment. Sorry, I just need to get these in. This will allow me to lock the discs in place. In the correct position when I put the pins in. I think that's right. Whoa. Okay, so, oh God, what a mess. Now I gotta get the order again. I need the order again. Doop doop doop. Uh-oh. Have I lost the image with the order of the discs I had open? No! I got a Prusa here to print on, but it's. I don't think that's the issue. Arctos, do you have that image that had the order of the discs and cams? Again, I also want to make sure I get them in the right order. Number 3.
Arctos Robotics says no, but I'll try to find it.
Okay, thank you. I can go back to just the instructions. It was in here. The order in this manual is correct, yeah? Okay. Okay, so cam 4.
Captain Kirk says it would be in your last video.
Yeah, I'm going to go through a 7-hour video to find it. Cam 4, disc 1. Okay, cam 4. Cam 4, disc 3, 2, 1. Cam 4, disc
Arctos
1.
Robotics says here you go.
Thank you. Michael doesn't speak IKEA. How funny. Oh, that's a different picture, but okay, that'll do. Okay, so 4 and disc 1. So I numbered these. Oh, you might be able to see. Numbered everything when I reprinted them last week after the stream to make sure that everything was right. Okay. So that's number 3, and then disc 2. That's definitely 2. Cam number 2. And disc 3. And then cam number 1. Okay. So that is those together. And I should now be able to line them up with these pins, which I can't see now where they are. How funny. Because the discs are too close together and I can't see where the hole is.
Captain Kirk says should you be using your holding jig?
No, I should be using this. Except, that might, do I have a smaller? I need a thinner one. Is that thinner? No. What have I got that's thin enough to get this through? Yeah, that sucks. Should have drilled the back of it. Okay, bear with me a second. Gotta find the other hole. Okay, so I've damaged the disc in drilling the hole, which really sucks.
Photochromax says just use the drill bit.
I can use the drill bit maybe, but I've got no way of holding it in there. It's gonna fall out. It's not quite long enough. But anyway, okay. I think I drilled that hole on a slight angle, but yeah, I think so. Okay, anyway, I've got that drill bit in there. That's where the discs are supposed to be, right? And if I put the M5 bolt through the middle, there should be no slop on that. And that should mean that these bolts should be tight to get in, and I don't think they're going to be.
Arctos Robotics says, can you now put the 5 pins?
Yeah, I just did. Look, too loose. They're all loose. How do I show you they're loose? Look. Like, these should be hard to get in, shouldn't they? They're not hard to get in. They're all loose as. And they're also, because they're not, right. Oh, hang on, wait.
Arctos Robotics says yes.
The problem is that it's because they're on an angle. It's hard to show you because they're not pushed up. Like I would need both sides of the robot holding the pin straight. That's what it's missing right now. The discs are able, see this? I don't know how to show it. You see they're on an angle? Because there's nothing forcing the friction. Wish I had another disc that I could put over here to hold them straight. I don't necessarily think this is a problem. Does that make sense? Like they're being compliant at the moment that they can move. They're not being pushed against. But I still feel like they should be tighter than this. I still feel like they're too loose.
Arctos Robotics says put them in the Z-core parts. The ones you drilled that will make the pins straight.
Put them in the Z-core parts, the ones you drilled. Okay, hang on. So I think Arctos is talking about... Oh, this is going to be messy. Going to be messy. You're talking about putting them in here. For now, let me just... We're not putting the rest of the gearbox on it right now. We're just going to stick it in here to see if we can get it tight. I assume this is what you mean, yeah? Oops, no, where's the M5? I'm putting this on just for now to hold it together. Just for the moment. Allen key. Okay. So I've still got the drill bit in there, holding it together. Is that not quite focused? Okay. So I should now be able to put these in, and it should be tight. These are much tighter to get in so far, much tighter. But I think the tightness is not from the gears. The tightness is just from the here to here. Oh, no, maybe not. Okay. Right, that's going to break the bit. I have to be careful. But so this is what I was getting before, instant movement, but it wasn't rubbing enough on the discs, on the pins, to actually rotate it. But they were harder to get in. The problem is I can't leave this pin in, the drill bit in, because then I can't get it out again once it's inside the rest of the stuff. So this is really just for a temporary
Arctos
alignment while I'm putting
says
it
if you now
together.
try to move the discs by hand, could you see any backlash?
Well, I can't move them because I have to take the drill bit out. Do you want me to take the drill bit out? Assuming I can even get it out.
Arctos Robotics says no, that's good. No backlash between discs and 5 pins. Arctos Robotics says no need to remove the drill.
Well, I need to remove it when I put it all together. Well, okay, I'll leave it for the moment. Well, no, but when you say no backlash, I had this before though. Like as soon as I moved this, the discs were moving, but they weren't engaging on the pins. If you look back at those videos I posted on Discord, the issue wasn't the moving, the issue was yeah. Well, okay, this thing should be close to finished printing. 21 minutes. When I say close, use a sacrificial wooden toothpick for alignment. If I had a sacrificial wooden toothpick, sure.
Arctos Robotics says that means issue is in the pins being 3.82.
Right. Yes. Which I've been saying all along, but both you and Boris said that.
Alan Madsen says, isn't there something wrong with that wheel on the right?
Wheel. This? No, what do you mean? But Arctos, you and Boris were saying that the pins shouldn't cause that much backlash. When 45 degrees is huge.
Geek says, have you tried turning it off and on again?
Alan Madsen says, as if all the teeth are not aligned, or is it just the light?
They're not aligned. They're not supposed to be aligned. All the teeth are offset. It's cycloidal. There's always somewhere on each disc that is engaged with those 25 pins around, but not the same spot. You need to, yeah. There's a, hang on. I'll show you.
Alan Madsen says, OHH, okay, nice.
Okay.
If you've ever accidentally deleted files,
Yeah. Stop. Coding. Skip. Okay, so did I show you this last week? This is how cycloidal gearbox works, right? You see, it's offset. So this is from Arctos' YouTube channel. So each gearbox is offset, right, 60 degrees. No. Offset 120 degrees. Anyway. So there's always some part engaged on those pins. Yeah, 120 degrees. Yeah, I'm sure it did. This is a full-on video. It's the... I mean, what's his name does stacks of videos on cycloidal. Lots of people do cycloidal drive videos. But that's one of the easiest ones to, like, to follow. So each one of these discs is engaging a pin, a set of pins at a different place. And that's the key. You see that the Bliss blue one is engaged on this side, but not touching on this side. And this yellow one is on this side and not touching on this side, and underneath the other one will be touching. The problem is, if they're not engaged on the pins properly, then there's they slip. They don't actually engage, which means what I was getting was 2 discs would engage and 1 wouldn't, until those first 2 discs were in a certain position that made the third one engage, and that's that 45 degree of slop. No, not Scientific might, but oh my god, oh god, I've got having an actual blank. But James Bruton, James, not James Sharman. Look at all these channels. Anyway, there's stacks. If you look at, James Bruton, but there's stacks of videos on cycloidal drives, and they're mathematically complex. Like honestly, like, so the way they come in and out like this, yeah. But these have to be tight. Those pins. You can see how each bearing is at 120 degrees from each other, locking onto one surface of it is locking onto that M4 pin. Each one has to be locking on. And that's the thing, that's what I wasn't getting. Anyway, let's wait for this thing to print. It's close. Close-ish, relatively speaking, 15 minutes. And then I'll reassemble. Correct. Each one is rotated. So the reason you can't use one disc, obviously, because there's nothing, like, it can't just move around like that, because there's nothing holding the gearbox still, right? And you can kind of use 2, but then you've only got 2 sections. You don't have tension in every direction. You've only got tension in one axis. So using 3 offset means you've got like a triangle, right? You've got tension on the 3 points of the triangle. The video of the backlash you posted on Discord. Yeah.
Well,
oh.
well,
Wow. So you can see the discs are moving there. They're just not engaged with anything. This is the first one I did. Oh, that was showing the Z bearing. Number 3. That's with the new cover.
Boris, you asked about the penguin.
Right. Okay, so this is after the stream.
Video, I don't think the tolerances in here are anywhere near close enough for what you're.
So this is what I had working after this, when I put all back, when I fixed that bit of plastic, got it all back together, right? I'm showing that the pins are wobbly. You see that? So they're moving, but there's that one on the left seems to not be engaged, and they're wobbling. I fixed the wobble, obviously, but you can see how much. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, that's that was the issue. Yeah, it's 45 degrees. So there's markings on the pulley. Ow. There's markings on the outside of the pulley here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Far out. Yeah. So every marking is 45 degrees, and I was able to line up one mark and rotate it 45 degrees before the gearbox gear started moving.
Or is this the output of a function generator?
Yeah, I don't mind this this music. It's pretty cool. What was that? So music, is the music stuck? No, it's not stuck. It's just ambient instrumental background music. You just changed tracks just now. Cool. Awesome. Well, now I can play some music in the background during my streams and not sit in total silence. Yeah, there was a long tone in the music. Yeah, it's just that type of music. That type of music. So, yeah. It's been... So none of this is a design problem of the robot, to be clear, because other people have built it, it's fine. And if it... And some of it might be tunable in my 3D, with the 3D printing, but the fact is, what I'm getting from my 3D print compared to what the design files are way close enough that I should not be seeing this issue. These pins are, and remember, this change I'm making right now is not the solution, because I've shrunk the holes, but I haven't reduced the diameter. I'm gonna have to, yeah, I'm gonna have to redesign those parts to do that. The contact points should be 120 degrees apart. The problem is, now you might be able to see on here, although maybe not now, that there's wear on, it's probably gone too, it's too bright now. There's wear on the gears. You can see where they're not contacting properly on those pins. So anyway, if one 120 degree section, the pins are being, if this can push past the pins rather than the pins lock the gear, that's where the slop's coming from, right? And the gears need to be locked everywhere from those pins. Hey Aaron, yeah, I know he did, but he's got a lot on his plate, and that's going to take time. And that's a change that, I mean, I can do it. I just didn't do it last night. It's a change to compensate for these pins, and it's a big change to make when these pins, improving these pins will reduce the backlash, but there's still maybe an unaccounted for amount of backlash. Like Boris, who's in the Discord, he took a pin out, measured a pin. His pins were 3.97 or something, 3.96, 3.97. He built it. He didn't have the problem. You know, and if it was like 5 degrees of backlash or whatever, I could, you know, a little bit like that.
Arctos Robotics says changing the D might not work, since they are all dependent on each other.
Yeah. Hey, Dave Paul Jones. Are you building a dome stroid? I don't know what a dome stroid is. Building an Arctos 6-axis robot. But I'm stuck on a Gearbox Z gearbox issue. Cycloidal drive gearbox. That we're trying to isolate the problem. I'm just waiting for a 3D print to finish. 7 minutes. I wish I could just stop it now and take the part off. That'd be awesome. A set screw pressing each. There's nowhere to put a set screw pressing a pin. A set screw into what? How would I get to them? It's inside a. Yeah, no, and that's not the solution. That's a really that's a complex solution, like an over-engineered solution. Wagon loads, like where would I even put the set screws? Like they can't be at an end of a rod. They've got to be in the center of the rod. There's nothing to hold them. Yeah, no. I know what they would do, but that won't work. Like there's a rod here. Where does it get pushed? Like, how does that rod there get pushed to the center? There's nowhere to put a set screw. Yeah, that's not a solution. Yeah. Like that one's dead center. There's just no place to stick it. Yeah, sorry mate, that's not a... Or they need to be at the ends. That's right, I need 50 set screws and some way to thread them. It can't be into the PLA or into plastic. That's not going to work. And then trying to adjust every single thing. Like, the fact is, this shouldn't be a problem. If these were the right size, this shouldn't be a problem. So that's not a solution to solve this. I could grab all those circles and move them in faster than I could try to find a solution like that. Depends how hard you press. Very hard. Alan, got to press very hard. Right, and I know that I can press with my calipers and it changes, but I try to do them all evenly. Just depends where I grab the thing. I think my calipers are, I'm trying to measure at different places. Yeah. That's the most consistent, and that's 3.82. I can get it as low as 3.8. I can get it as high as 3.85. But when I move it around, this is the place where it stays the same the most. So, and if I take, I've got another.
Aaron Knox says good excuse to get a lathe seen and you can dial in your own perfect rods.
What was that? Yeah, it's another tool. So these are for M470s, and this .97. So this M4 in the same spot, measuring the same spot, 3.97, but they're long ones, and I've only got 2 of them. Although it says 2 pieces, and I've got 4 of them. Anyway, but they're the wrong rods. And look at that. So this has got friction. Look, to get the rod in. These are not loose. There's friction here. These are these 70mm ones, and these ones, which are also M4, fall right through. Right?
Arctos Robotics says that's how it's supposed to be.
What? To fall? To friction, sure. But it's not. These just fall right through. Look.
Arctos Robotics says 2 long ones are for the gripper.
Alan Madsen says how big is the hole on the drawings?
4.3mm diameter. And that just proves that it's not the holes. It's not my 3D print. Because this long one, so they're the 2 sizes. Sorry, they're the 2 sizes, right? That measures 3.8 something, and that measures 3.9 something. And this one, these just...
Alan Madsen says so your printer print them 0.3 to small.
No. Anyway. See, that is all loose and wobbly. And then this one, it's friction. No wobble. Oh, tiny bit of wobble. Tiniest little bit of wobble. Like
Arctos Robotics says and proves the design is not wrong.
Correct.
So I guess we should blame the Chinese guy.
I never blamed the design. I wasn't blaming the design, but I also couldn't blame my printing, because then nothing would fit. If these holes were oversized because of my printing, then every bearing would be oversized, and everything else would have been oversized. But look how much wobble this is. Look. Like it's the print. Oh, sorry, not the print. It's the dowel. It's the rods. Anyway, hopefully this print will improve it. I just want to get it working. I'm, stuck on this. I'm sure it's frustrating for everyone that we're stuck on this. Frustrating for me. I want to push ahead with the build, but I need it to be right. Otherwise, it's pointless. Okay, 1 minute to go. We're going to do a countdown from 10. 10, 9, 8. Yeah, whatever.
Alan Madsen says 1.
No, doubt it's going to beep. Don't think so. You're away cancelling subscriptions. What? Yeah, there's no fireworks. I wish I could accelerate the stream. Oh. Dun dun dun. Printer's finished. Well, it's doing its finishing things now. Maker, I've got, so the second printer I got, I still have. So I've got a Prusa here and I've got my X1 Carbon. Don't use the Prusa much at all. And my original Prusa I gave to Richard. So, yeah. So I've still got two printers, but they both print differently. So I can't really share prints together. Okay. So, here's the print. Why do the holes look bigger? Well, they're not bigger. These are actually, wow. Okay, they're tight. I don't even know. I'm not going to even be able to get the dowel in now. Oh, okay. Anyway, that's going to be a problem, maybe. Might have to knock them in. I need to get the support material off. Yay. Came off nice and easy.
Aaron Knox says you using the smaller pin there, not the big ones.
I'm supposed to use it is the small one. It's the small ones I'm using. Okay. It's going to make a little bit of cleanup just inside here, and I need to get those out. Where is that gone? Gonna pop the no, not that one. Pop. Two more. Should just come off. 1, 2. Okay. So let me just quickly. I need to run the driver over here. I need to also get that bearing out. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that bearing off.
Rick the Almighty says add.
Rick the Almighty says what? Add lube.
Speaker Tonimo says it.
So just give me a second. Just want to make sure there's no bits of plastic that's going to interfere with the bearing. That's what I had last time. That's what caused that rotation, or that offset rotation. Just make sure it's nice and smooth. Okay.
Speaker Tonimo says grease.
Grease? What? So I need to get this bearing out somehow. I don't know how I'm going to get it out. Wow. Do I have another one?
Dutch Taurus says heat up the pla.
Well, I've got another one. I might just use that for now, and I'll take that one out another time. Okay, so let's move that out of the way. I need to pull this apart, get this back out. Get these out. One, two. so we need to get this back together. Okay, this should be fun. Okay, so that's the new one. Which side's which? Dowel goes in that way, so that's that side. So that goes there. Now, I've actually, as part of this print, I also included the hole that this lines up with. So, I hope. Oh no, that won't be correct because that hole's been moved. Okay, so that won't work. Don't worry about that. Anyway, so this is going to go in. And then I'm supposed to be... Now the problem is, again, I'm taking this end bit off for now. Because these holes are not shrunk down, right, they've still got the wobble. See this? When I put this in, put that down, there's supposed to be 5 pins I put in that are supposed to hold this in place. Which 5 pins am I supposed to do? Does it not matter? Like if I put 1 pin here, and 1 pin there, 1 there, 1 there. That holds weight. See this? Look at that. Hang on, you can't even. You see? Look at. Hang on. Look at this. How is that ever going to hold that gear in place? Look at it.
Arctos Robotics says they will align once the second cover comes on top.
Yeah, I know that, but how do I know that that's going to lock it? Okay, anyway. Yep. So let's do that now. Put the second cover on, which is going to be hard to get in now. These pins. It's actually going to be impossible. Because they wobble around.
Says drill bit.
Sorry? I'm not worried about the drill bit. I'm worried about how I'm going to get these in. They're actually too tight now. So I need to go... I know I'm supposed to do it the other way, but I can't. Because of... I need to do this now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to put them in like this.
Rick the Almighty says you need some lubrication.
Yeah, not yet. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay, that's every 5. Right, yeah, the drill bit. Okay, we've got to take that out. Although I don't know how I'm going to guarantee it. See, these are already off center now. But I can feel straight away they're locking. Well, not really. I know there's more to come in. I need to get the rest of them in, but that's already tighter than what it was before. I think. Okay, let's get the rest. I got to get the rest of them in. These I can just bang in, that's fine. Except this will only work if these discs are in alignment. I don't know if they're in alignment anymore. That's the problem.
Captain Kirk says I thought you jig was to keep the gears aligned.
Well,
Geek says stop hammer time.
it is to keep them aligned, except... Okay, let me just take this apart again. Okay. Where's that drill bit gone? What's going on? Oh, this is moving. Okay, sorry, won't be a second. Okay, gotta straighten that. Okay, there you go. I'll put my thing in. Let's take that back out again. This should be... Keep it roughly in line. So it might fall out. I have to do it from the other end. Okay, sorry. Okay, that goes there. Doesn't really matter where yet. That goes there. Okay, that's locked them together. Okay, so if I put these pins in now, see some of they'll go, some of them anyway. Some of them not. It's going to hurt my hand. Bit of wood. Yeah. Oh, that's a bit tight to get in. Some of them. See, they're all clearly they're all slightly different. Some of them I can push in with my thumb, and some of them I can't. Wow. Hopefully I'm not wrecking the gears, the gearbox, the discs. You know what, I've got a rubber mallet, should use that instead. So the more I put in, the tighter this should be, right?
Mako says hammer time.
Yeah, hammer time, indeed. See that one? That just pushed right in. And then this one won't go in at all. Ow. I hope this... Poor neighbours, and these aren't falling out. I don't work tomorrow, so you don't care, Johnny. I don't work tomorrow either, or today. I wouldn't call this work. Would you call it work?
Geek says, and now we reach the hit it with the 2x4 stage of the build.
Almost got them in. By the way, this is never coming apart again. You realise that, right? Ever. So if this doesn't work, I'm screwed. Literally. Missing one. Oh, there it is.
Aaron Knox says, let's hope your jig comes out.
Okay, yeah, the jig will come out. No problem. So that to me is still I feel like anyway, let's okay, so some of these need
Captain Kirk says never say never. There is always the blowtorch method.
Yeah, without destroying everything though. I don't want to lose the gearboxes. I just need these to be flush. Some of them are not flush. Okay. Cool. So now, I don't think I need to screw this together now because that's not coming. Well, it might come apart. Actually, that's true. I can get this apart. Because I can pull it apart and then hammer them the other way.
Deep Sugar 00 says every tool's a hammer.
Every tool is a hammer. Okay, so now I need to put this together. So I need to screw these together. Sorry. I lied. Which side? Shit. They won't fall out, so right, I need to get this in on the other side. Okay, so now these need to go in. Right, which ones is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's doing an Ivan Miranda. Here we go. Doing an Ivan Miranda. Yeah. Screw these together. Whoops. That was just a piece of wood. My arm. Oh, from the vibration. Do we really need such long screws? Okay, let's tighten these. Okay. So now I need to put this on. Until I've done this a few times. Except I don't remember what size screws. And they're gonna fall out. What size screws were they? I cannot remember. Oh, that was that side. That were those 6 or the 50s. These are the 30s, I think. AR core. 30s. Right. Except these are new and haven't been drilled before. So it should be fun. There's no thread in them. Missing a bolt. Is that a 30? Maybe close enough.
Not says, am I going mental, or is there a bubble going around the screen with a hand and thumb in it?
Dutch Taurus says we're still here, just so you know. Slightly smiling face.
Sorry, I just want to get this together. Thank you. I'm close. Just want to get this done. One. Now I need to do the other side. Is that nut's supposed to sit just in here, but it never sits there properly. Fun to get on in a moment.
Mako says cyan, is this pla darker blue than the former?
No, the same. It's the same. Okay, so that slides on there. Screws in there. There's a nut on the other side, which we'll worry about in a moment. And now we've got these to go in. These are M320s. And you're almost ready to put it back together and see what happens. Where's that nut? Wait, is that the wrong length? Have I put the wrong length in? Uh-oh. What's going on here? Or have I put the wrong one? What have I done? Uh-oh.
PR0 engineer says, oh, spaghetti-o.
Say it again? Oh, spaghetti-o. Yeah, I might have just put them in the wrong holes. Hang on. It's possible I put them in the wrong holes. Wouldn't be the first time. Wow. Let's not go there. Yeah, wrong hole. That's fine.
Arctos Robotics says we should admit that Sean got quite a bit experienced throughout the streams.
Yeah. Too much, huh?
Aaron Knox says yup, that can get you in trouble.
I'm always in trouble. It's a permanent state of being for me.
Geek says music is stuck again.
No, it's not. But just the droning sound. Whoop, too fast. Yeah, it's not stuck.
Aaron Knox says, hey, me too, Cian. You're not married to my wife too, are you?
Okay, I'll go to the next song. Okay, I
Alan
need
Manson
to...
says, well, play a birthday song.
Mako says, see an unrelated question, but are you using 0402 when test assembling by hand? A board you later will pick and place?
Absolutely. I can't test a board that's using a different part than what I'm going to assemble. So yeah, the only thing I do bigger than 0402 is 0603 caps. Obviously, the bigger the cap, the better
Mako says,
you
amazing
get.
as I find 0603 so tiny.
Right. Yeah, no, I'm fine hand assembling 0402. But you know, that's fine. I've got a lot of experience now doing it. Come on. Catch the nuts. Okay, got it. Got it well enough anyway. So, the question is, what'll happen? I need to pull the thing out. Oops, almost fell out by itself.
Mako says I'm just starting with 0603.
Yeah, you'll get better at stuff. The more you do, the better you get.
Geek says, does it work?
Don't know yet, about to find out.
Alan Madsen says I have a loot of 0201. They are small.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
Says zoom out reminder.
Oh no, we've got a problem. I gotta pull it apart. I think. Four, 2, 1. I think I put them in. Wait, no. Oh yeah, I put them in back to front. I put the discs in back to front, I think. Oh, you son of a frickin'. Yep. Oh my god. Shoot me now. Shoot me now. The discs are inside. They're going to be the other way. That side's got to be on that side. Because I had it upside down when I was doing it. Oh my gosh.
Engineer says bang.
Bang indeed.
Alan Madsen says is that the magic smock of assembling.
Aaron Knox says coffee time, 3 minutes break and let's get this thing done.
Nah, I think that's, I said I didn't want a long stream today. I know you all want to know if it works, but this is gonna, like I need to pull this whole thing apart again.
00 says pew pew pew.
Arctos Robotics says no worries, I think you are good to go.
Geek says oops, it's okay. You can fix it in post.
It's not good to go, Arctos, because it's back to front.
Arctos Robotics says as long as they are 120 degrees off.
Rick the Almighty
No,
says
the...
shit.
No. The gears, the camshafts are on the wrong side. I can't put... I need to put the cam number 4 on this side. Then being flipped means I got the wrong end. I can't put this in this. Does that make
Aaron Knox
sense?
says that's just swapping the arms over.
No. It's all going to be pulled apart and flipped over. The wrong camshaft otherwise. This one is the one that, if I can get it in, that this goes on. And this is supposed to be on this side. But that means the arm is upside down.
Arctos Robotics says oh no, I see.
See, it's on the wrong side. Because I'm a freaking idiot.
Rayburn says use it as a left-handed model.
Yeah, it won't fit into the construction of the robot. It won't fit. Can't believe it. It's not... I need to go back to the start. It's not the black that's on wrong. Oh, I can flip the inside. I don't have to pull the whole thing apart. You're right. I don't have to pull the whole thing apart.
Says why can't you swap the black arms around? The holes are the same for each arm, right?
Well, they're not quite the
I
same.
thought so.
I don't know yet. I think... What? No, well, threaded that one. This is annoying. So annoying.
Arctos Robotics says no need to took everything apart, just those outer bolts.
Yeah, I know. I can, hopefully, I can just flip the gear inside. I know. Actually, I don't even need to separate that one. Right, I don't need that one up.
Captain Kirk says you need each side color coded.
Fuck, this is annoying. Okay. Battery's going. I got another one on charge.
Arnox says happy belated Easter by the way, see you LOL.
Thanks, mate. To you too. Okay, so hopefully I can just do this. Oh, wow.
Arnox says this on better have a celebration party trick up its sleeve when assembly is finished, as Cian's going to need it.
I'm gonna need more than a celebration party. I'm gonna need a yeah. Anyway, are we there yet? If this doesn't work, if this doesn't improve it, I'm not going to say anything, because I'm not going to say what I won't do, will do. Almost. Let's put this nut back in. Ah, nuts. Nope, won't fall out.
Arnox says it'll join the other projects in the graveyard.
In the graveyard. I don't have a graveyard. Project graveyard. I have a project tip, is what I've got. Okay. Now, we're going to find out if this works. Assuming I can keep the gears still when I stick it into the thing, the arm, because I can't take this out, I can't get to this once it's inside. So I need to take it out now as I'm about to assemble it. So this should be maybe fun, maybe not fun. Let's find out. Please, 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 please work. Please, gears don't turn. That's all I can say.
Aaron Knox says this thing needs installed on Tanky too. That'll be fun for chat.
Whoa, why is that not? Uh-oh. Oh, here we go. Come on, out. Okay. Please, gears don't turn. Don't turn. I'm surprised I haven't snapped this PLA yet. Honestly. Okay, now, here we go. I don't know where the holes are though. Oh, there's a hole.
Aaron Knox says that Aussie PL is stronger than my British stuff.
Okay, that's one pin in. So, one pin holding it together. Two. Three. Why is that not going? Oh, shit. Now, come on, nut. Three, and one more. Drum roll, everyone. That still. I don't know. I'm not sure that feels much better. We're about to find out.
Geek says drum roll.
We had to put the Allen key.
PR0 engineer says 50% of the time. It works every time.
No way, no way, no way, no way, no way. I can't sing for shit. I can't hold a tune, but I can hold a tune, but it's a bad tune. Just letting you know. But I like singing. I'm just very bad at it. Wait, I didn't put the nuts on yet. Shit. Okay. I'll leave that like that. You ready? Wait. Focus. Camera. Focus camera.
Aaron Knox says, does the gears have nuts?
Hang on.
Mako says ready.
Okay. So, we need to see this moving as soon as I start turning this. You ready? Oh! Look at that. No backlash.
Arctos Robotics says, yay, it's looking nice.
And super smooth.
PR0 engineer says just like the board one.
Actually, it's not super smooth, I gotta say. You can... Not that it matters, because I won't have
Rick
issues
the
with the step
Almighty
up.
says ship it.
there's I can feel when each gear's engaging, actually. But that just goes to show you that my pin solution improved it, but it's still not perfect. I can feel there's you see that? The gear turned by itself? The pulley? Watch the pulley. I need to get it.
Geek says robot uprising one step closer.
Do you see this? Watch. It's possible to get it to a spot where the pulley moves by itself a bit while the gear fixes itself on the pin. But that's okay. That's like right there. There's tension. Like that's easy to move. That's hard to move because it's engaging a gear. But that's okay because there's no backlash. So there you go.
That just engineer says, is that because the arm is unloaded?
No, it's because right. So as I said, with by shrinking the holes, there's less play in the rods, but they've moved further away slightly from their tight locking position. But they've also can't move further away than what they used.
It won't do that when the belt is on.
Well, it will, but it won't matter because the stepper the stepper won't care. Like, you know what I mean? It'll be fine. My point is that it's if D was also shrunk slightly to compensate for the shrinking of DP, then it would be tighter and that wouldn't happen, right? So I feel that bit of resistance every time a gear that wasn't quite touching a rod starts touching a rod. I feel that bit of resistance, but by the change I made, there's no time where the gear is not loose enough to skip the rod. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. But it works. It's working. I'm not pulling it apart again. I'm not going to print the other pieces. As far as I'm concerned, this is done, and we can move on from this.
Mako says congrats, Cian.
Thanks. Oh wow, oh, that's crazy. Okay, so as I said, I'm not doing a super long stream, but I'm not quite ready to stop yet. I want to get the other parts to here on so I can get the belt on, and so I can tension and tighten all this. I want to get the belt on so I can rotate the stepper, which you can't see right now, so I can rotate the stepper here and have the belt, have all this turn. So let's do a quick toilet break and come back and get the rest of this section on, okay? So even though the toilet break says 10 minutes, let's do a 5-minute break. Back shortly. Okay, I'm back. Wow, what a relief. What a relief. Can't tell you how many rebuilds I've done of this. Insane. So, yeah. It's just a relief to have this working. Still have to get that bearing out of this. I'm going to need that for something else. So, shall we continue with the build? I don't know if everyone is back. Who's coming back? So, I made them smaller, yes. I made them smaller. That's all I did to compensate, only on one half, to compensate for the undersized rods.
Alan Madsen says yes, go on. Slightly smiling face.
Only slightly smiling? That's okay. So, the next step is this tensioning bit in the steps. So, step 278. Oh my god. M3 by 10. Wait. M3. Oh, wait, no. Before that, I need to pull this apart again.
Arctos Robotics says, I guess you will not say what would happen if that didn't work.
No, I don't get to say that now, which is great, huh? I feel really good that I don't have to say that. But I need to take this off. I need to put the nuts on here. Or these rods are going to fall out at some point. So, yeah, let's get these on first. And I did not make a coffee, by the way. Maybe I should have, but I didn't. Here comes the rain. Getting these nuts on really isn't fun, these ones, because there's no place to stick a socket.
Rick the Almighty says, are you crazy drinking coffee after midnight?
It's not midnight here.
Captain Kirk says, are they lock nuts, so they won't fall off inside?
No, they're not lock nuts, but the lock nuts won't get on far enough. So, there's not enough length. The actual, the M4 bolts aren't long enough to really get a lock nut on there, unfortunately. So, yeah, I'm assuming they're going to come loose over time. As I said, I tried getting M4 bolts, 100mm M4 bolts, and I couldn't find any, unless I get them from overseas, which I didn't have time for now. So,
Captain Kirk says the kind of lock nut within a plastic bushing.
yeah, I've got lock nuts, but you need to get them on too far, and there's not enough length.
Knox says, can you hold nut with socket and use Allen key to tighten?
No, there's not a bolt on the other end. It's a nut on each end, which is the challenge. And I don't want to over tighten them either. Anyway, it is what it is. A bit of Loctite will fix that, and I could always come back later, put some Loctite on, and I probably should. There's probably a few places I could Loctite. I need to get some blue Loctite. Okay. Screw back together.
Captain Kirk says super glue.
super glue. I'd rather Loctite than super glue. How about just hot glue? Hot glue it, yay! So Arctos, it's pretty crazy how much backlash there was just from those rods. That was crazy. Like there's none at all now. There's actually a little bit now that I've tightened it. Interesting. Look at that. I've now got some backlash back. So without tightening this together, I was getting less backlash. I'm now getting look at that.
Aaron Knox says, is that pulley fully seated?
Yeah, it's seated properly. So by tightening it together, wow. And I've got that, see this? Wait. I have to keep them looser. That's interesting. I don't know how I'm going to keep them looser and not have the nuts fall off. No, the gearing's not out of spec. Those rods are the problem. Anyway, I'm going to loosen it a bit. But that's an unforeseen thing. I just don't know how I'm going to
J. Rogozinski says, what about the rods is an issue?
Oh dude, you gotta go back and watch the stream. Sorry mate. I'm not going through it all again. I showed it very clearly, like this whole stream's been about that exact issue, the rod issue. Undersized thickness in rods. Sorry mate, I'm not going to repeat it. Maybe someone else in the chat can let you know. As soon as I tighten those things, I've got backlash back. Oh man. It was engaging instantly before. See, look at that. No backlash. So,
Captain Kirk says glue the center of the nut to the bolt, or can you drill a tiny hole across the threads between nut and bolt to prevent nuts from loosening?
I don't know. A hole across the threads. Oh, no, there's not enough thread, no. They're not on, yeah, they're only partially on the nut. I have to buy some M4 threaded rod instead. Get longer pieces and cut them myself. But as soon as I loosen it, no backlash. But they're gonna come off. So what I can do, actually, I haven't looked at, like, I can't remember from the design further down, but what I could do is attach something to this. If I attach something to this that stops the bolts from falling out that way, they don't even need screws on this end. Right? Hey Yazzie! Is there relaxation music playing in the background, or have I got another app open? You've got another app open. No, there's music in the background. Yeah, it's been too quiet in here. Yeah, this Axis is better. It's still not great. Yeah. So see that where it falls? See it falling a bit?
Geek says it may wear into better performance.
Or it'll loosen more, giving it too much play again. So we've tightened the play up a bit, but not enough. So I think I need to fix the D as well. Wow. See, this one doesn't have the problem.
Arctos Robotics says, is the backlash due to nuts not being tightened evenly?
I'm tightening them as much as I can, like the same. There's not a lot of scope to tighten them. I can only get that, like, it's only just on the nut. So I don't have the issue here. There's no backlash here at all. So it might be to do with that, but like there's really, I don't know if there's not enough length here. There's which is why I was looking for M4 bolts. So I could, but I might have to get new thread. M4
Mako
thread.
says see and we get drowsy from this music. D.
Sorry. I feel like it's still pushing the center rod around a bit. So the question is, do I leave it as it is and live with it? It's not a plastic issue, Jay. I was sent a wrong part. I was sent a badly toleranced part, which has caused the issue. It's not a 3D printing problem. Other people don't have a problem, and they've got the correct size part. Yeah, you gotta go royalty free or you get in trouble. Do I just live with this? I think I'm gonna have to live with it. Yeah, I'm gonna fix it in post. Gonna fix the backlash in post.
Aaron Knox says proceed with rest of build and make a list of potential improvements, and if you feel so inclined at the end, fix them.
Well, to fix them at the end, I have to pull the whole thing apart again.
Geek says live with it, you can always come back to it later.
Yeah, no. There's 3 more axes to go on, and then all the wiring. So once this part's on, there's no going back to it. I'd have to pull it all apart. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a great idea at all. So that's why I've been stuck on this bit, right? Okay, I'm just gonna leave it. Let's right, where does that even go? On that side. Oh, interesting, that goes there anyway. Okay, let's do it. Let's keep going. I'm just going to keep going. So where does that go? Weird. Okay, so what is it? What were they? M3 by 10. Ooh, whole huge bag of them. Okay, M3 by 10.
Arctos Robotics
4.
says there is secondary encoder that can eliminate the backlash.
Mako says see another rods you ordered from outside Australia certified 4mm.
No. How can they be certified? Like, I'm getting what I'm getting. If I can't see them first, I don't know what I'm getting, right? Which is why I tried to find them locally. So, I'm not holding my breath at all, and it's too late. Like, I'm not going to pull it apart again.
Captain Kirk says is cable management outside the arm?
Well, there are covers that go on the arm, so they're under the covers, so you don't see the cables. I know my hands are not in focus, but I can't keep the top and the bottom in focus. These are stainless steel, but they got shipped from China, and they're just not right. So, yeah. Wait, where are the other 4? Really? 1, 2. Yep, okay. I'm just getting these ready.
Geek says what tolerance rating did the have?
Well, there's no rating. What do you mean? It comes from an AliExpress seller who sells the whole kit.
Captain Kirk says just checking to be sure you didn't miss a step on the wires.
No, the wires are later. But this is a wire holder now.
Mako says can you focus the camera on the desk level?
No, because I'm about to then I'd have to refocus it up here again. I'm about to put these here. So, gonna be one or the other. Except that screw's in the way now. Interesting. Or not. Where's my other one? That'll do. Okay. Sorry, Mako. It's not like I can't keep focusing it back and forwards. It's just too hard.
Mako says see and all good.
Oh, my hand. You need to get one of those screwdrivers that, you know, like a ratchet screwdriver. It's been on my list of things to buy for ages, so I haven't got to it. Or at least a thicker handled screwdriver. These are... Anyway. Okay. That's that step. Now, what's next? Woo! ZL cover. ZL cover. Make sure that it's clean. I'm paranoid now about any debris from the supports.
Geek says time for bed. Good night all.
No! No! Good night, Quixotic Geek. Oh, wait. So where's... What wires go there? Is that for this? Oh, they're for these. No. Really? Uh-oh. Oh. So are those wires supposed to go through here? Okay, well that's not what I expected. Because I got them the wrong way. They're going, shit. How am I going to solve this? Didn't even think of that. This one I can get up, no problem. But this one, oh, actually, maybe I can. Okay, so these go through here. Woo. Look at that. Nicely thought out, Arctos. Nicely thought out. Nice. And then that goes... Wait, so where do they go from there? Oh, they must go through this. Okay. Through that. And then that goes on there. Like that, I'm assuming. I know you can't see the side where I'm working on, but you can see the picture. Right, it's the same thing. So how does that stay on? And the magnets, N310s, 4 more. Where do they go? Okay, there. Probably should have done them first. Oh, Michael, silly boy, what are you doing? Stop now. Crazy boy. Don't do it. Rusty's so rusty. Okay. I'm feeling lazy. Get off. I never thought I'd get to this bit.
Mako says using electric screwdrivers can make them use too much torque and ruin your materials.
I didn't do it all the way through. I didn't let it catch, and then I did the rest by hand. Okay, next. Flip the other side. Wait, what? I did that already. Take a look at Prism Live Studio. Is it for Mac OS? Z-belt tensioner. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. Okay, where does that go? The problem is most are not Mac OS. So, no good. Okay, M5 nuts. Goes in the back there. And then, oh, pulley. Okay, new box of stuff. Which size pulley does it say? Does not say. Uh-oh, picture.
Alan Madsen says ICE for AMC Oster IC. PR0 engineer says the arm is looking cool and all, but will it run Doom?
That's not the right pulley. Secondary encoder for backlash. Is that an add-on? Arctos? Or, like, is that something someone's done third party, or is that actually part of the build? Okay, what doesn't say what M5 nut? It didn't say what length. Is it a 20? I'm assuming it's a 20. Sorry, I know. So I'm just putting the too many Allen keys. Putting the idler together. For the tensioner. No, that's not the right length. That can't be the right length. Bolt. It's not reaching. So it's not a 20. Maybe it's a 25. to me. Who are you talking about? Who's got a fake GitHub account? Suspended? What? You're talking about the SSH stuff? Oh yeah, the SSH. Yeah, pretty crazy, huh? Lucky they found it. Yay. Okay. Idler. I'm assuming they're M310s, because again, no, doesn't say what they are. Okay. So that's on this side.
Arctos Robotics says I made them later, so they are not in the kit. Yes, the correct bolt there is 25 millimeters.
Yeah, all good. I got that. Oh wait, what? Which one's a 25? The M3s here? No. You meant the one for the idler. These are M. Wait. Are they M3 or M4? Oh, these ones here are not M3. Are they not M3? Oh. Are they bolts? Oh, there's supposed to be nuts there. Okay. So they're supposed to be 25, are they? Sorry, Arctos, I don't know which one you're referring to. What size are the nuts that hold on, the bolts? These ones here. Step 307. What length are they? Are they 20s? Or are they 25s?
Arctos Robotics says yes, the one on the idler is 25 millimeters.
The M3s, right? Sorry. I'm sorry, I'm still... Yeah. These can't be 25. Okay. So, the M5 one is 25. I get that. I'm talking about the M3s that go into, that hold it on. Which you can't see. I'm talking about the M3s that hold this on, that have the nuts at the back. I don't understand what length they are. They can't be 25. Because they're going to go... Like these, this is going to hit it straight away. So are they... I guess they've got to be... I don't know if they're 10s. I thought they were 10s. Well, I'm going to try 10s.
Arctos Robotics says the smaller ones are M3X20 and the idler one is M5X25.
Okay, thank you. It's M320. '20 still seems a bit long, but we'll find out. I think 20 is way too long. Yeah, no, I can't. No, it's not 20 because it's sticking out this far inside. The gear's going to hit it. Or is the gear supposed to hit it? How far down is this supposed to be able to? I guess that's the maximum. Okay, it could be the maximum. Okay, maybe. I feel like they can be way shorter. I'm sure the 10s would fit.
Arctos Robotics says, but you can use M3X10 because you have resist nut to catch it from the other side. You are right, they will collide with the gearbox.
I just don't know how far the gearbox is supposed to be able to move. It looks like that's the maximum amount anyway. So it's actually not going to collide. There's something else it's colliding with, or you know, stopping it. So might be okay. Although I think using smaller, I'd be more comfortable using smaller. Because they're hanging out heaps. There shouldn't be. It should only be like three or 4 second delay between chat and the stream. That could be a regional thing for you. I've got it on the lowest latency. I don't know. Sorry. Yeah, that's interesting. It needs to be like 12 millimeters. Maybe that's going to fall out. You know, 15. You know what? I've probably got 15s here or something I can use.
Captain Kirk says if you have to, you can shorten the bolts on a grinding wheel.
Yeah, or I could not. I could not because I don't have a grinding wheel.
Arctos Robotics says that was pretty much the limit you reached.
So I'm looking to see if I've got some 15s. If that's even a thing. Doesn't look it. Well, actually. I think I might. I think I might. Yep, I got some 15s. How crazy is that? Yay, Prusa. Prusa scraps. Much better. Much better. Okay. Come on, get out. Get out. Okay. How long have I been going for? Oh, over 3 hours. It's supposed to be a quick stream today. Okay, let's get this belt on. Okay. Belt time. Which belt?
Mako says someone slamming the doors downstairs.
Yeah, outside. There's a... Sounds like a rubbish truck picking up rubbish. Uh-oh.
Mako says a beignet.
Here we go. One piece. Not my bin. My bin's already done. Okay, so... Wait. That's not gonna fit. I bet you I can't... Yeah, that'll fit. It's fine, because I haven't screwed that in yet. I haven't screwed the stepper in yet. Come on. Okay. Angle that bit so you can see. Now that's going to have to be moved somehow. I'm going to tighten that now. I think I can. Hello, Alan Key. Where are you? Okay. Maybe. Now let's tighten these. Let's tighten the stepper. Wait, why is that so... Oh no. These screws need to be swapped out because they're not enough length. What are these? Need shorter. One, two, three, one more. Okay. That's better. Okay. Stepper on. Now, let's tighten it.
Arctos Robotics says, oh, the music is telling us that something special is going to happen.
Well, we have this. Look at this. Yay! We have a stepper with an axis. So do all the wires, so I know okay, here we go. Let's talk about closed loop wiring. I understand that with the CAN bus, it's supposed to go from stepper to stepper to stepper to stepper, right? But that's actually really difficult to do with these tiny little screw terminals. So I was thinking of taking them all down to one place and making a little hub for it all. So well, that's what I'm thinking of doing. I don't know where this wiring goes down the side. Down here, I don't know how that comes back inside. Somewhere, I assume, maybe. But we now have 3 axes in here. And I still haven't wired in the end stops, the limit switches. So that's going to be a bit of a problem, I'm assuming. This needs to go in more. That's better. It's nice and straight. Hey Milosh. What? Okay. Now the A core, which I've got a whole lot of stuff ready for, but I think we're going to call it today. I think that, whoops, let me switch camera views. So, they can all fall on the ground. Let's move the desk. Oh. Okay. So, it's almost as tall as me at the moment. So this is the axis I just put on. As you see, it's working really well now. There is, if I hold it still, there is some backlash. The backlash is there still, but it's like as I put load on it, I think that's going to be.
Knox says, seeing if you have a tripod and over-the-shoulder view next time might be better.
I can't get it high enough, a tripod. Anyway, so I now have, that's the third axis, and then we've got the, where is it? I've got, this is the second axis, which is here, this one, and then I've got obviously this axis. So we have 3 axes that, like, part of me just wants to wire them all together and see if I can get all 3 moving at once. Guess I'm an idiot.
Knox says, let's be honest, it's pretty amazing that it's 3D printed.
Oh, absolutely. So, am I going to be stupid enough to see if I can wire all this together temporarily? What, like, does that sound like a really stupid thing to do before the end of the stream? Because I'm a madman. Oh, that's not fitting there now. Damn.
Mako says please no magic smoke.
I don't think there'll be any magic smoke. Well, I might, you know, crash it. Could always crash it. I don't know. I feel like it's a would be a really fun thing to do. Not crash it. Get it moving to end the stream.
Mako says is there a controller board you could break?
Yeah, I've already got. It's ready to go. Just hold on. I'm wiring it now. Badly wiring it, but wiring it now. Excuse me. So these are supposed to be in a bus. Okay, well that might...
Aaron Knox says famous last word, yeah sure. Watch this.
Yeah, hold my beer.
Dr. Nick says wait and the light goes out.
Just hold my beer. I just don't know if these are all going to stay when I screw them together. That's the problem. And where's that screwdriver?
Captain Kirk says best to fail early, so you have more time to correct it later.
I mean, what's the worst that could go wrong? Well, that's pretty bad what could go wrong. They just fell out. I need a... How am I going to join these together? You know what I can use?
Mako says remember Tanky?
Remember what? Tanky. I remember Tanky. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I'm just going to use some of these little fake Wago. The Waco connectors. Maybe. It's one. I mean, I'm only going to be putting 12 volts into this thing. It's not the end of the world. Come on. Open. Got to go out with a bang, don't we? No, that did not clamp. Why did that not clamp? Oh, that's why. Okay. 1, 2, and then I need to connect all the...
Aaron Knox says the music is pretty menacing for it.
Captain Kirk says I can loan you a 500 volt supply.
Oh.
Antonio Petito says as photo induction would say, I want to see flames.
Wait, 1, 2, 3. What is that? Uh-oh, hang on. Ah, you idiot, Sion. That's 4 motors. How am I going to get those in? Okay, I'm not going to be able to wire all this together. I can't get all these wires together. Not without either soldering them or yeah. I can't fit them all together. There's too many. There's actually, yeah. And they're starting to fall out. It's not going to happen. Not this week, folks. Sorry.
Knox says that's what Wago is for.
Oh. Yeah, no, they're not. I can't get them all in. It's, yeah. Sorry. How's that for a party pooper? I can't get them in. I need to, I'm going to have to find a different way to wire these up. Or strip a lot of cable, a lot of wire now, solder them all together at different points. Oh, that sucks. Oh well, you have to wait till next week to see it moving.
Rick the Almighty says, are we there yet?
Yeah, we're there. We're there at the end of the stream. At 3 hours and 34 minutes. At least we have this axis solved. Whoa. What's that rubbing on?
Knox says not even just that axis.
Why would you want to see just the Z-axis?
Mako says sadly starting at 23 PM my time next week.
Yeah, that's not much I can do about that.
Captain
I mean,
Kirk says how many wires total?
4 high, 4 low, 4 ground, 4
Mako says I know
5 volt. Actually, no. 5, because it's got to go to the connector. So, yeah, too many at the moment. I feel it's rubbing on something.
Mako says you can't get up even earlier.
Yeah, I can't start. No, I can start half an hour earlier. But, you know, that's not going to help you much. I think you're just going to have to, I think this needs to be, I think this is rubbing a little bit just here.
Mako says no. Mako says all good.
Well, something's, what is that rubbing against? I can feel, can you guys hear
Captain
this?
Kirk says is Ethernet cable too stiff?
I think the bearing, I think that bearing in here is broken. That one that I said the cap came off. Yeah. Can you, I'm not sure how, let me see if you can hear this. Let me just drop the music. Can you hear this? Sometimes it's smooth, but then it starts. Hear that? Yeah, that is a broken bearing. Oh, so close. Now I'm gonna have to pull this off again. I don't have to reassemble this, but I need to get this off here and replace that bearing inside. Oh my gosh. Oh joy. That is. It's June 7, same axis. No. I'm going to. So the question is, at this stage.
Arctos Robotics says that one you already showed in the last stream that have no seal.
Yeah, I got it back together again. But it's obviously destroyed itself through all of this stuff.
Antonio Petito says just send it.
Send it? What am I sending? So question. Do you want me to wait till next week to continue this? Or do you want me to have pulled all this apart, fixed the bearing, yeah, worked a bit on the wiring and stuff, and continued on with the build? Like, do you want Do you want to see where I'm up to next week, or do you want me to continue next week? Like, it's going to be a many-part stream.
Mako says the second.
Aaron Knox says fix it and let's progress with new.
No, I can't continue without the fix. I need to pull all this apart to fix it. I'm not going to do that. I'm not building this, which is the next step, if I have to then rip it all off to get in there for a
Mako
bearing.
says agreed to fix it midweek.
Well, okay, that wasn't... Okay, so you want me to fix the bearing, but not continue with the build. Is that what? You want to wait till next week to start on the A core, the next axis, the A axis? Yeah? Or do you want me to just continue building during the week?
Mako says yay exactly.
Yeah, I know you. I'm asking other people. Yeah. Can't believe it. Wasn't doing that before.
Alan Madsen says fix it, and then move on with the stream from where you are now.
Okay, I'll do that. I will do that. I'm busting to just get the robot finished. Like I want to share it with you guys when I do it on stream, guys and girls. But I also want to do it.
Arctos Robotics says you can build A, B, C axes separately and later merge them together. Aaron Knox says progress as far as you can with less pressure and update us and continue the stage you're then at in the stream.
Yeah, but you're the only one that said that so far, Aaron. Everyone else says do it on stream. So I think it's going to be on stream. Okay, all good. Thank you all for joining and watching. And I'm glad we improved the axis. It's not perfect, but it's good enough. This won't be the last one I build, robot, I think, maybe. And you're right. Once it's built and working, I can then decide to pull it all apart if I want to and rebuild and change and whatever else. But I want to get this, I want to get it all working the first time. Does that make sense? So I can build A without putting it on? Okay. Well, either way, I still need to fix this. So I might as well, I'll fix that off stream. And I'll work out what I'm going to do with the wiring off stream. I won't necessarily wire it, but for next stream, I want to have at least 4 steppers wired up somehow, even if it's messy on the side, to be able to get things going. And the 4th axis is this one, this stepper here, which is not screwed in yet, which is designed to do this axis here. No, the arm is the larger project. It's not part of it. It is it. It is.
Alan Madsen says thanks for yet another good stream.
Thanks, Alan. Thank you, everyone, for watching and for your help and feedback and support. I'm glad you like the music. Ooh, music. Glad you like the music. I'll do that again. I might try to find something less sleepy for next time, but not too boom, boom, boom.
Mako
Maybe.
says I can imagine your hands itch to continue and not wait for next stream. Only thing is Arctos will be there during you continuing building.
Yeah, I know. But he's also around on Discord. I can ask questions. But I'll wait. I'll keep building it on stream. All good. I don't mind. Yeah. Okay. Bye, everyone. Thank you. Catch you all next week. Have a great week.